This is Pastor Dane Alive. Sorry about the lateness, but it was working, trying to get some things situated. And so today I want to, so I've had, y'all see I got my glasses on. So happy about my glasses. Today, second conversation that I've had concerning oh, now this is dead. Second conversation that I've had in the past 2 days concerning um, spiritual growth and development, concerning um, things that we may see in others that frustrate us. Today, I said, man, this must be something that I have to talk about. But I also wanted to kind of talk a little bit too about humility. So I can talk about humility, and I can talk about um, this challenge that we have when we hate certain things about folks, and when we are let me not say hate, when we are challenged by certain things. But I want to talk about humility first, because humility, I believe, will cover a lot of the stuff that I want to talk about when we are challenged with people and things, and you know I didn't get to do none of that. So let me talk about humility. And I want to use something that I've often used, which is basketball. And everybody, those of you who know me know, first of all, love basketball, right? Coach girls basketball, varsity, girls varsity basketball for about 10 years or so. And in my coaching, there were certain things that I found to be um, useful in life's challenges, in life and just in life, period. So I want to talk to you about humility as it pertains to that. So basketball, of course, is a beautiful game when played correctly. It flows, it's unselfish, and it can be extremely exciting. One of the amazing things about basketball, though, is how you need to have a team. Emphasis on team, TEAM, emphasis on team. That is, when I say to you, is crucial, that is crucial. That team is so important that you all, there is no way when you're talking about basketball, there is no way to get, you can't play basketball without having 5 players on the team, and each one of those players, right, play a significant role. Each one plays a significant role. Sorry about that, guys. Somebody was calling me. Each player plays a significant role. So team is very important. Excuse me. You can be the best player on the planet, but unless you understand that it's not just the one, that it's going to also take 1 plus 4, right? You can be the best player on the planet, but you will not win unless you have teammates willing to help. So there are people that are willing to help in this process to win. WIN, which is an acronym, and I want you all, y'all don't steal my stuff. All of it is copywritten. WIN is win, which is walk in newness. All of us, when it comes to this winning in life, when it comes to our personal growth and development, spiritual growth and development, right? When it comes to that, um, we have a team that I believe God has placed around us that will cause us to win. It will cause us to win. It will cause us to win. And so, hey, everybody. So now I can see folks. Sorry, I'm not sure who was on. Hey, Sabrina. Hope you're feeling good, sweetie pie. Hey, my sweetie pie. Hey, Key. Yes, I did. I found my glasses. They were in my jacket pocket. I was so irritated by that. I was so irritated by that. Hey, Lynn. That is my girl. Hey, Lynn. Hey, sweetie pie. We got to get together. I actually inboxed you my number. Check out your inbox. Yeah. This is good. My online manager is on, Natasha. Hey, Connor. Hey, Pastor Al. So again, you can be, and again, I said we were talking about humility, and I was using basketball as one of those things. Those of you who know me, again, know that I coached basketball for over 10 years, girls varsity, and it was an assistant coach for boys varsity basketball, and coached boys JV. So I know the game of basketball, love the game of basketball. And there are so many things in the game of basketball that we can, principles that we can apply to our lives. So humility is one. So again, basketball is, it flows and it is unselfish. It is unselfish. And again, unless you have teammates, you will not win the game, because you can't win by yourself. Even in this life, we can't win by ourselves. This life is about a team. And your team may just be you, God, and your children, but it's still a team. Your team can be you and God, but you're still a team. Y'all ever heard of playing 2-on-2? You're still a team. You're still a team. So you need teammates that are willing to help. You need people that are willing to do the dirty work. You need some folks in your life that's willing to do the dirty work. Now, I'm not talking about dirty work in terms of what do you call it? I'm not talking about dirty work in terms of fighting and all that other kind of stuff. Although I get it, because I hear some of y'all, no, I need somebody that will, that will throw up hands or whatever. I don't know what they say nowadays. But I get that, right? But you need somebody that's going to do the dirty work. That person on your basketball team, that teammate that's scrappy. You know what I mean? They go after every loose ball. You know what I mean? They're boxing out. They're grabbing every rebound. You need somebody that's going to, do the stuff that maybe point guards won't do, shooting guards won't do, forwards won't do. You know what I'm saying? Centers may not do, So you need somebody. You need somebody like that in your life. Believe it or not, and I've said this about this person, and only because I've seen him in interviews. Believe it or not, one of the most humble players that I've ever seen in basketball has been Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman, although honestly strange, you know what I mean? I would even say weird, but I've heard him in interviews, and he is a humble person when it comes to basketball. But Dennis Rodman was a scrapper. He would get down and dirty to do the stuff that Michael Jordan would not do. And here's the thing, would not do, because the other players were making sure that they protected and covered him so he can shine, because he was putting points on the board. So were they, but we all know, the Michael Jordans of the world, right? So Dennis Rodman, actually, for me, he was one of the most humble players. If you Google, if you Google his picture, he looks a little crazy. I said that, right? You know, his hair was always dyed. Hair was always dyed. You know, the earrings, all of that kind of stuff. But was humble. Sometimes, thank you, Holy Ghost. Sometimes we judge a book by its cover. So let me say this, and I'm going to use this, and you know we can have serious dialogue about this. Hey, sweetie pie, we can have serious dialogue about this. Um, you guys know. So I haven't actually. I've missed. I think like 5, 6 days of my 6 a.m. PD Chronicles to Health and Wellness because you know I wasn't feeling well, and I had every intention of getting out there this morning. Lights, let me tell you, the whole block again, as it did on Thanksgiving, all the lights went out again all day yesterday. And then flickering again at 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, so I was up and I'm saying, okay, they need to come back on. Needless to say, I didn't get out there this morning because I was up trying to, you know, make sure because they were working they were at the end of the block, so they were working, but I was just so frustrated with like why is this continuing to happen? But needless to say, I didn't get up this morning to go do my workout because I probably did not go to sleep until about 4:30 this morning. But saying all that to say, so in doing my 6 a.m., I meet a lot of people, you know. Met this one gentleman, and he lives in the neighborhood, and had conversation or whatever, exchanged numbers and that kind of stuff. And so he later on throughout the week text just to say hello and you know want to come out and start running with you or working out or whatever, and all of that was fine, well and good, right? I want to meet the people in my neighborhood. I want to get to know folks, and so that's what it was. So I think maybe a month later, you know, he sent me a text which I thought was inappropriate. So let me say this, the reason why I'm saying about the judging the book by its cover, just because, and y'all know, hear what I'm saying, when I'm out there, I'm not out there with my hair out and makeup on. I'm covered up, got a hood on, got my scarf on my head. I have my bonnet on my head, like, you know. But I know that when you say to certain people that you working out, and you know we've had conversation in the neighborhood, you know, people tend to maybe put you in a category where they think, oh, I can holler. Y'all feel me? And you know, he said something that was inappropriate, and I said to him, I said, first of all, that's inappropriate. I said, and you don't know me to even ask me that question. Long story short, after the conversation, and I knew that he was a little bit, I won't even say embarrassed, his feelings was hurt, because I said to him, I said, let me help you with something. I said, first and foremost, I said, for someone who says that they know how to talk to women and you know how to approach a woman, I said, you need to go back and learn. Because all of what you did, you judged a book by its cover, just based on, you know, because the first words, you know how guys do, oh, she beautiful, this, that, and the third, you know, all of that. Those were the first words, or the, you know, first words afterwards, you know, see him in the neighborhood. Oh, you are absolutely gorgeous. Okay, tell me something I don't know. See, this is, let me say this. When you know who you are and know about yourself, when the people start coming with lines, y'all can shut it down. You don't have to tell me I'm gorgeous. I already know I'm beautiful, inside and out. Not because a man told me, not because my mama told me, not because my daddy told me, although my mom and my dad, those will solidify what I know, but God told me. And because I know who I am, you can't tell me anything. But again, you judge the book by its cover. You saw the beautiful face and thought that, oh, any beautiful woman out here I can get and I can talk to. Well, sir, you barked up the wrong tree. Now, I was being nice and friendly, as I am with everybody in the neighborhood. But, wrong answer, wrong answer. And so when I made reference to, certain things, and I said, no, well, you might need to check yourself. I said, because somebody who claims to know how to speak to, you didn't. I said, you judged me based on the beauty and thinking that you can just come at me any old kind of way. It didn't work that way, And being who I am, said what I needed to say, Saying all that to say, sometimes we judge books by its cover and we make a big mess when in actuality, the person that you go to meet or who meets you, that there is a purpose and a reason, for you meeting them. And we just totally mess up the whole thing. But again, we talk about humility. I don't want to get sidetracked. So again, at times people will judge a book by its cover. We see, the tattoos, the piercings, all of that. We look at the outward appearance, but we really don't know the person. And in order for you to really, you got to get to know people. Stop being so judgmental, because not y'all, but we know people, based on what you see. Based on what you see. Now, I know we talk about humility, all right? So, but with Dennis Rodman on the court, on the basketball court, he was willing to do anything to help his team win. Thank you, Holy Ghost. Let me go back to this. Let me go back and say this. When, miss you too, sweetie, when you are talking about humility and being humbled says, I'm going to take low to all of the stuff that people may say, all of the stuff that people may do, right? I'm not going to always, because sometimes, not y'all, but we know people, sometimes we say and we do stuff and it does not depict humility. Doesn't depict humility at all. Sometimes we're not willing, as Dennis Rodman does, we're not willing to see the team win. It's all about us. It's all about me, what I want to do. But what have you done for somebody else lately? Today is just empowerment moments, right? Just empowerment moments. So he was willing to do what it took to help his team to win. He thought of his teammates before he thought of himself. Right? Jesus lived the same way. He thought of others before he thought of himself. Jesus didn't need to come. He didn't need. Listen, the Father sent his Son to die for us. He humbled himself unto death. He humbled himself. Jesus didn't need to come to earth. He didn't need to leave his throne and die for us. But he knew that is what we needed. He knew that we needed a Savior. Our lives was messed up. Some still messed up. But he knew what we needed. So what does he do? He constantly gives of himself. So we can be right, get it right, walk in newness, so that we can win. He constantly, when we mess up and we do things that we should not do, what does he do? He comes and he rescues us. He don't say, look, I'm sick and, although he may, because the Bible does talk about him turning us over, well, not y'all, but the people, turning you over to yourself. But he constantly is there, giving us what we need when we need it. He has sacrificed his life for us. What sacrifices have you made for somebody else today? That wasn't about you getting anything. Listen, let me say this. Early on in my ministry, and probably early on in the ministry a little bit more, and then maybe in the past maybe 5 or 6 years, I go places, I minister. Sometimes I walk out with nothing. And I think at times, I just had a thought. I think at times people don't realize that when we come to give of our our service, or come to, it's not about money. Now, let me say this. I know that a workman is worthy of his hire. Hear what I'm saying. That's not the motive. That's not the motive. The motive is the need. I see the need. I want to be able to help. When you, not you, but people make the motive about money, then what you are going to attract and draw is that kind of people in your life. So be careful. Be very careful. That was, I went off on something else because it just brought up some other stuff. He stepped out of heaven and became one of his own creations, a carpenter, so that our sin could be paid for. The King of Kings died a sinner's death for us. Jesus calls us to be humble, to think of others before ourselves. People who live humbly may not get all of the accolades or the attention. They may not get all of the accolades or the attention, but they make a huge impact on the lives of the people that are around them. They make a huge impact. Huge. Let me say this, right? When I'm doing Live at 5, let me tell you something. And there have been people who said, listen, Pastor Dana, I've seeded into the ministry. Not one dime. Matter of fact, I don't even see it. Sometimes I got to ask people, did you send it to the ministry page, the ministry Cash App? I had to think about it. Or did you send it to me? Because what we do is to build the kingdom of God. This has nothing to do with Pastor Dana. This has to do with the work that's going to be done through Slim Ministries. Right now, and those of you who want to join us, I got to get the address. I hope Keisha's watching. I need the address to, oh no, I got it. To Maplewood Nursing and Rehabilitation Center at 125 West Schoolhouse Lane, Philadelphia, PA 19144. We will be there the fourth Sunday at 3 o'clock sharp, because we only have an hour. We're going there to be a blessing. We are always there every fourth Sunday. I go there every fourth Sunday with Chestnut Hill Church and Bishop Goings and Mother Goings and the members, and I preach there every fourth Sunday. They are waiting for me to come. If I get there 2 seconds late, they're saying, Pastor Dana, you late. You supposed to be here at 3 o'clock. So we will be there The fourth Sunday at 3 o'clock. We are going there to be a blessing. We're going to sing. I got somebody coming in to play. I got some singers. I was pulling folk in. Why? Because it's about being a blessing. So the seed that you sow to Slim Ministries on the Cash App, that's where it goes. We went and we bought some wonderful socks that actually cost like $14. I said, wait a minute, we gotta find them cheaper. But the socks, they're thermal and socks that keep your feet nice and toasty. And so we're actually going to be giving out those. We got, they like the adult coloring books and crayons. So we're going to be doing these things. But again, nothing to do with Pastor Dana. No money going in my pocket. I have 2 jobs. 2. But it's for ministry. It's to grow the ministry. And so we make those kind of sacrifices. I don't go there telling them, well, oh, I'm preaching here every Sunday, so I need y'all to give me money. Absolutely not. Even when we go to preach for Bishop Goings, I don't ask them for a dime. But one of the things that I learned about Bishop Goings, and I said it over and over, he knows that this is part of what he teaches, which is seeding. So I thank God for that. I thank God for that. If I walk away with 25 cents in my pocket, thank you, Lord, for the 25 cents. But I don't do it for money. And everything that I get goes to the ministry to do what? To help the ministry grow. That's part of being humble. That's also part of our spiritual growth and development. Hello, somebody. People who live humbly may not get all of the accolades or attention, but they make a huge impact on people's lives. So as you're walking through your day, your life, look at people around you. How can you help them? How can you serve them? That's a whole nother thing. Sometimes we don't want to serve anybody, but we want to serve ourselves. Oh, I didn't know that, Ty. We want to serve ourselves. Who have you served today and didn't ask for anything back? You know, it bothers me, and I've heard this over and over and over and over. It bothers me that people, I'll make sure that we put it up on Instagram. I'll make sure that we put up the, the Cash App on Instagram. I'll make sure that I put it up, okay? I don't know how to do that while I'm talking. Y'all don't judge me. Pastor Dana is so not tech savvy. But I'll get somebody to put it up on Instagram for you, the Cash App. The Slim, okay, so it is, oh, I can say it. It's the $ Slim Ministries. The $ Slim Ministries. I had to look and see what it was. So Instagram, it's the $, right? And then Slim Ministries as one word. Not ministry, but ministries. SLIMINSTRIES. So Slim Ministries. The M in Slim and Ministries, one and the same. So it's not 2 M's, it's just one. All right? So it's the $ Slim Ministries. Okay? You got it? All right, good. So, but saying all that to say, who have you served today? How can you point folks to Christ? How can you do that? And how can you do the dirty work to help your team win? I'm all about doing the dirty work. I do the dirty work all the time in my secular job and in ministry. I do the dirty work all the time. And can I tell you something? I'm so glad that God chose me, because I don't mind praying. I don't mind getting down dirty and doing what needs to be done, you know, when as it pertains to the people of God. I don't mind it. You know, I tell people all the time that my phone is never off. Probably should be sometimes. And there are days, let me say this, there are days when I do take a break, but I don't turn my phone off, but I do take a break. You know, this whole last week and the beginning of this week trying to recuperate came from me not taking a break. So we won't do that again. But my phone is not off. You know, because I know there are times when I got to do the dirty work. But can I tell you something? This is about us winning. W-I-N, about us walking in newness. Not just me, but you. All of us. I want all of us to walk in newness. All right, so let me go back. I'm going to give you all some scriptures. I'm going to give you, oh Lordy, how many? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to give you some scriptures. Y'all read these because it's 5:34 and I got to get out of here today. We have 7:30 prayer tonight. Listen, I'm going to be praying with my family tonight. My household has gone through some transitions and some changes in the past 2 weeks that I was being a mama today. I was fussing today, y'all. I'm just telling y'all. I was fussing today. And I know my children was like, who this, matter of fact, my daughter said to me, who are you? After I fussed and after I gave her the opportunity to talk. She said, Mom, I didn't know who you were. I said, I guess not. But the Lord told me something, and I want to say this to you all, and I pray that this encourages you. I'm going to give y'all the scriptures, and then I'm going to get off. The Lord told me something. He told me, he said, Dana, get your house in order before 2019. Why? Because 2019 is the year of fulfillment. All those things that we have been waiting on, they're about to manifest. All of those things that we have prayed about to be fulfilled. But can I tell you something? Until we align ourselves with the word of God, until you humble yourself under the mighty hand of God, then will he exalt you in due time, right? But there's got to be this place of being humbled. Because let me tell you something, when you get to destiny, if it's not about God, listen, I don't want to fall in front of people because I did not humble myself. I don't want God to check me in front of folk because I didn't humble myself. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Not y'all, but we know people. Right? So, okay, here's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scriptures. Philippians 2, 2-4. Philippians 2, 2-4. Fulfill my joy by being like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind. Let nothing be done through selfish ambition or conceit. Are y'all hearing me? But lowliness of mind, and let each esteem others better than themselves. Let each of you look out not only for his own interests, but also for the interests of others. Can I tell y'all something? That's my whole mantra. That's my life right there. Although my life verse is Galatians 2:20. I'm crucified with Christ. Because can I tell you something? When you are crucified with him, you reign with him. When you are crucified with him, that means you start to think the way he thinks. That means you reason the way he reasons. That means you love the way he loves. That means it's not about you, but it's about who else is in need. It's about your assignment. It's about what God has called. Just saying. And then Luke 14:11. I'm not going to read all these, but I had to read that one. Luke 14:11, James 4:10, Proverbs 3:34, and Proverbs 11:2. Proverbs 11:2. This is the year of total and complete manifestation in some of the areas of our lives that we have been praying about, that we have laid on the altar for. I'm telling y'all, this is the year that God is going to fulfill certain dreams and goals and visions. It is coming to pass. Make sure that you are aligned. I said a couple weeks, this week, I think it was last week, I can't remember, that those people that you need to go and forgive and apologize to and ask for forgiveness, don't let 2019 come in and you have not done it. I'm telling you what's going to happen when we obey the voice of God, obey his word. Obey his word. Do what his word says. So you can read. Listen, do you not know that obedience is rewarded? It's rewarded. Do what he says and how he says do it. I really just wanted to hang out with y'all and talk to y'all today. That's really all I wanted to do. All I wanted to do. I absolutely love. Are y'all praying for Pastor Dana? I need y'all to pray for Pastor Dana. Can I say that? I'm really soliciting your prayers. I'm soliciting your prayers. There are some challenges. There are some things that I have to do before 2019 comes in. So I need y'all praying for me. I'm going to obey the Lord no matter what. All the lights can go out. I'm telling y'all, I was so frustrated, y'all, about them lights being off. After the Thanksgiving thing that happened, and then y'all supposed to have fixed it, and then you didn't fix it, and then at 3 something y'all want to be flickering. Because I gets up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and I'm saying, I'm not going to be stumbling and falling because the lights is out in my house. Really frustrated. But I said to the Lord, I said, it does not matter. I'm going to still give you praise. I'm going to still bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. My soul shall make her boast in the Lord. The humble shall hear thereof and be glad. Listen, this is for you now. Oh, magnify the Lord with me. Let us exalt his name together. I promise you that I'm going to still bless the Lord at all times. So, I need y'all to just pray for me. Can you just touch and agree with me? Just touch and agree with me that everything that the Lord puts in my hands to do, that I must complete before 2019, that it will be done. I speak it and decree it. I know it's going to be done. I just want y'all to touch and agree with me. And guess what? Same thing goes for you. Everything that you are supposed to do before 2019 goes out, you're going to do. You're going to do it. I touch and I agree with you. I believe God for you. All right? I love you. I'm going to cook dinner tonight. But tonight at 7:30, we have prayer at 7:30. I am going to be on praying. Matter of fact, my children, they're going to be on lockdown like I used to do it in the beginning. They're on lockdown. I'm going to be in my living room. I'm going to be walking the floor tonight. Because I feel that today. I'm going to be in my living room, walking the floor. They can be doing homework and all that kind of stuff, but I'm going to be walking the floor and cooking at the same time. I got to multitask. So I absolutely love you guys. Thank you again for joining me. You guys got the Cash App on Instagram. And those of you got it on, hey, Pastor Barry. That's my children's daddy and my friend. That's my baby's daddy. Those of you who will see, thank you so much. Again, we will be at the Maplewood Nursing Home and Rehabilitation Center at 125 West Schoolhouse Lane, Philadelphia, PA 19144. Hey, Dr. Bashar, my sister. We will be there the 4th Sunday, 3 o'clock. Every seed that you sow, that's where it's going for this endeavor Again, I wanted to get them these socks that would keep their feet warm. Some of these people, no, their families don't come to see them. We're going to get them the adult coloring books and coloring crayons and things of that nature. We want them to know. We're going to bag it up. We're going to give them gifts. I wanted to do that for them. I thought it was, was great. So it's not just Slim Ministries. It's also the company that I am part owner of, which is Quick Abstract. We're going to do it good. We're going to do them good. Also, along with Chestnut Hill Church. So Slim Ministries, Quick Abstract LLC, and Chestnut Hill Church, and you guys are a part of that. You guys are a part of that. So thank you so very much for joining me. I appreciate you. I really do. Every day that you guys are on with me at 5 o'clock, I'm telling you, I don't take it for granted. Absolutely, positively love you. Love you, love you. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. And those of you who will hang out with me at 7:30, maybe, just maybe I can get Pastor Barry to come on the call and pray tonight for us. You think maybe he might? I'll ask them. So that might be a good thing. All right. So absolutely love you guys. Thank you so much. He'll come on and pray and teach a little something because Wednesday night at 7:30 is prayer and empowerment. So we'll see. And remember, you guys, I want you guys to call in because I don't want anybody to be left behind that does not have a Facebook page. There are some folks who are not on Facebook, who do follow, who do want to know, Pastor Dana, are you doing the prayer? Because I don't have Facebook, and I'm doing the prayer. We'll post the number and we'll post the code to call in. So you guys get on tonight. Call in tonight. Call in. And normally I do go live, but I only go live toward the middle and toward the end. So get on. Again, hopefully I'm going to ask Pastor Barry. Maybe we can get Pastor Barry on to do prayer and to also give us a word of encouragement. So we'll see about that, okay? I absolutely love you guys. Instagram, y'all know I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Because Instagram, can I tell y'all, I never knew how to work Instagram. But you guys are coming out like, and I'm so loving it. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Thank you for your support. YouTube, y'all know. And my live all of y'all are my live at Fivers. Facebook Live, it started with you and we expanded. I love expansion. Don't you love expansion? I love that when you're obedient to God, how he just adds. This is about building the kingdom. And you guys, we're doing this together. We're doing it together. So I love you guys. I will see you guys at 7:30. 7:30, all right? Love you. God bless you. Peace.